bit different here for me because uh, we were isolated anyway because we all live on the compound for the
Oh,
company that I work for through the university.
okay.
So it's a gated community with we have about 10 apartment buildings. Pretty much have everything on site as far as like swimming pool, soccer field, and things like that. So we haven't really had to go out for anything because we've also had people that are responsible for delivering water and food as well. So we had everything that we pretty much needed here. But if you really wanted to just get out and get some fresh air, then you were able to do that. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident that things should be fine.
Mhm.
I know people will be still making their own choices and decisions about how they feel about, going out and things like that. So,
Okay, one thing I heard, my sister has also taught English and traveled, and my other sister went to Egypt. And so do they have it seems like everything delivers there, like you can get KFC and McDonald's. Is that
yes. So here we have Kareem and Hunger Station. You
okay?
can get anything delivered, anything from an ice cream shop, from Krispy Kreme on down, Starbucks, all of that. Yeah, it's
And
pretty
that's
convenient.
and that's just normal.
Yeah, it's normal. Hmm.
Wow, well that is very interesting. Like I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me and everything. It's been very informative.
Yeah, it's good to see you. We haven't seen each other in almost a year now. So,
Yeah, I
yes,
know. We met at work last year, and
yeah,
people keep contacting me from our old job and like, have you heard from them? Because it's seasonal, and so usually around this time, people are being employed, and they said they didn't have the test to grade this year, so there's been kind of a lag, and now somebody told me they're allowing people to start working from home. But I was lucky that back last June, I got a job, and I'm still there. So
okay, that's awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah.
I'm very lucky that I could like work whenever I want. They're actually 7 days a week. So people, my coworker texted me this morning, "Are you up? Are you working?" I'm like, "It's Sunday. Can't people take a break?"
Well, I've had to get used to the work day starting on Sunday here and not Monday.
Oh,
So yeah, so we're working Sunday through Thursday, with Friday and Saturdays off. So
okay.
yeah,
I actually think I would prefer that.
yeah,
I like having a schedule that's different from other people, like an off
right.
schedule. Yeah, because then you can do stuff when other people are at work. So
That's very true.
yeah. One of the big things here actually, because so many people are at home, working from home or not working, the air has cleared up. Like there's less
Yeah,
pollution.
I've seen that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of amazing. I saw something online and I didn't fact check it, but I did see that people were saying people living in the Himalayan mountains could see it from 125 miles away, and they hadn't been able to see it in years.
Hmm. That is, I would definitely say that is something. If nothing, nature is, nothing else, nature is benefiting from this. It's very unfortunate that we're losing our loved ones and people uh, that we are close to, but nature is the biggest beneficiary of what's currently happening. We were having a discussion the other day that this reminded us of the film The Happening. Do you remember that one?
Is that with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
that's the one.
Yes.
That is the one. That is exactly what this reminds me of.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that you mentioned that because I was before asking somebody like, what kind of apocalyptic film, are they thinking about right now? And mine was I Am Legend, and I love
Mm.
that movie so much because
Mhm.
Will Smith is like the only person. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the other day I was in the grocery store parking lot, and there were all these cars, but I was driving through them, and I felt like you were seeing stuff on the news where they're like mountain lions and stuff just coming up to people's houses, and I was
Mhm.
like, he's there. There's caribou and stuff running in the streets, and yeah, it's like when we take a step back, then the natural order of things kind of get to come forward. So
All right, that is definitely true. Um, and I would say that for me, I have had a lot of this time to reflect and definitely to just make sure I'm doing a lot of professional development to, stay ahead of what are the potential, employment opportunities going to be uh, going forward, and showing what doesn't work
yeah,
and how technology is definitely not going anywhere.
mm,
I think the new normal, even the distance learning and all of that. Yeah.
yeah. As a side note, I read that the creator of Zoom made $4 billion in January, February, and March of this year.
Not surprised at all.
So
Not
we
surprised.
we need to really glove onto these
Oh,
technological
yeah.
companies.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for catching up with me.
Thank you for having me. I was so excited when you contacted me, and I'm like, oh, I would love to have this discussion, just to give people a different perspective of what's going on in other places. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, but maybe we could do this again sometime because this has been
Definitely. Yeah. All
awesome.
right.
Great seeing
Thanks so
you.
much, Halima. You too.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.